Success moves in silence, but failure loves an audience. The moment you start telling everyone about your dreams, your plans, your next big move, you unknowingly place your future into the hands of people who may not even understand their own lives. Some will pretend to support you while secretly doubting you. Some will smile while waiting for you to fail. Others will discourage you without even realizing it because your ambition reminds them of the risks they were too afraid to take. That is why one of the smartest things a person can learn in life is this simple rule. Don't share your plans too early. Protect your vision while it is still growing. Protect your focus while it is still fragile. Protect your ambition from the noise of people who have never built anything meaningful themselves. Most people talk too much because talking feels productive. Announcing goals creates the illusion of progress. You say you are going to start a business, write a book, transform your body, build wealth, or change your life. And immediately, people respond with excitement. They praise you. They encourage you. They tell you how impressive your dream sounds. And for a moment, your brain experiences satisfaction as though the achievement has already happened. But nothing has been built yet. No sacrifice has been made. No discipline has been tested. No hard work has been completed. Yet the applause tricks your mind into feeling rewarded before the battle even begins. This is why so many people remain stuck in the cycle of endless announcements and zero results. They become addicted to attention instead of addicted to execution. In the 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene explains a powerful principle called conceal your intentions. The idea is simple but dangerous. When people know your plans, they gain power over your direction. Some will interfere directly. Others will manipulate you emotionally. Some will compete with you secretly. And many will discourage you simply because they cannot imagine themselves doing what you are trying to achieve. Greene understood that silence is not weakness. Silence is control. Silence allows you to move without interference. It keeps your energy focused on the mission instead of wasting it explaining yourself to spectators. Think about a hunter in the wild. The hunter does not scream through the forest, announcing where he is going and what he plans to catch. The moment he reveals everything, the target escapes. The opportunity disappears. Even nature itself teaches this lesson. The strongest roots grow underground where nobody can see them. The ocean is deepest where it is quietest. Real growth happens away from the spotlight, but modern society encourages the opposite. People announce every idea online before taking the first step. They reveal goals that are still weak and undeveloped. They seek validation from strangers instead of building discipline within themselves. And then they wonder why they lose motivation so quickly. There is a story about a young man who dreamed of becoming successful. He came from a poor background, had little support, and desperately wanted to change his future. One day he decided he would start an online business. Excited by the idea, he immediately told everyone around him. He told his friends, his relatives, his co-workers, even people who barely cared about him. At first, everyone sounded supportive, but slowly, the negativity began. One friend laughed and said, "Businesses fail every day." Another told him he was aiming too high. Someone else mocked him for thinking he could compete with wealthy people. Another warned him that he might embarrass himself. Day after day, those words started entering his mind. His confidence weakened. His focus disappeared. Eventually, he gave up before even trying seriously. Now imagine another man in the same situation, same struggles, same dream. But this man stayed quiet. He did not announce anything. He did not seek approval. Every morning before sunrise, he studied. Every night after work, he learned skills in silence. While others wasted time talking, he was improving. While others laughed at ambitious people, He was slowly building a future nobody could yet see. Months passed. Nobody noticed him. Nobody applauded him. Nobody believed anything special was happening. But 1 year later, his life had transformed completely. He had created income, built confidence, gained discipline, and escaped the situation that once trapped him. Suddenly, people called him lucky, but they never saw the nights he sacrificed comfort. They never saw the silent battles he fought alone. They only saw the result. That is the difference between people who talk and people who win. Talkers want attention before success arrives. Winners stay hidden until success becomes impossible to ignore. The truth is, not every person deserves access to your vision. Some people carry negative energy into everything they touch. They kill ideas before those ideas even have a chance to grow. They project fear because fear controls their own lives. They tell you something cannot be done simply because they never had the courage to do it themselves. If you are constantly surrounded by people who doubt ambition, eventually you will begin doubting yourself too. That is why protecting your mind is just as important as protecting your plans. There are people who announce every move because they are searching for validation. They need people to believe in them before they believe in themselves. But confidence does not come from outside voices. Real confidence comes from private discipline. It comes from keeping promises to yourself when nobody is watching. It comes from waking up early without posting about it. It comes from working hard without needing applause. It comes from staying committed long after motivation disappears. One of the greatest mistakes people make is confusing movement with progress. Talking feels like movement. Planning feels like movement. Dreaming big feels like movement. But none of those things change your life unless action follows. A person can speak about success for 10 years and still remain exactly where they started. Meanwhile, another person stays silent, works consistently, improves daily, and quietly changes their entire future. The world only notices them when the results appear. But success began long before anyone was paying attention. Even powerful leaders throughout history understood the value of silence. Strategic people rarely reveal everything they think. They move carefully. They observe more than they speak. They understand that words are energy, and too much talking weakens focus. The more people know about your plans, the more opinions they inject into your mind. Soon your clear vision becomes crowded with fear, doubt, pressure, and confusion. Silence protects clarity. Imagine carrying a flame through a violent storm. Would you expose it carelessly to strong winds? Or would you shield it carefully until it grows stronger? Your dreams are exactly like that flame. In the beginning, they are vulnerable. One harsh opinion can weaken them. One mocking comment can create doubt. One discouraging conversation can drain motivation. This is why you must guard your ambition carefully during the early stages. Once your success becomes strong enough, nobody can destroy it easily. But in the beginning, silence is protection. Some of the greatest achievements in life are built in isolation. Athletes train alone for years before the crowd cheers for them. Writers spend months creating books nobody sees until the final page is complete. Entrepreneurs fail privately many times before people suddenly call them successful. The public sees the reward, but they never see the lonely process that created it. And that process requires silence, patience, discipline, and emotional control. So stop announcing every dream to the world. Stop explaining your future to people who have not mastered their own lives. Stop seeking approval before you have done the work. Instead, become dangerous in silence. Let your habits become stronger than your words. Let your actions become louder than your promises. Let people underestimate you while you quietly improve every single day. And one day, when your life finally changes, you will understand something powerful. The less you spoke, the more energy you had to build. The quieter you became, the sharper your focus grew. The more you protected your vision, the faster it became reality. Stay silent about your next move. Move with discipline. Move with patience. Move with purpose, because the strongest victories are the ones nobody saw coming.